Point number 2, tip number 2, decide to be a problem solver and really look for solutions. You know, it's very funny. When I was in my clinical training for being a psychologist, I ran a therapy group with one of the other interns. He and I had a difficult conversation after one group's session because I was very uncomfortable about one thing that had happened in the group. I told him I was concerned about this that had happened and that and what could it mean. And then he did an amazing thing from my perspective. He said, "Oh, so what can each of us do about that?" Now, I don't know in analyzing the problem why it never occurred to me to look at what could we do. That's problem solving. Now, men tend to err on the other side. Women are very good at analyzing a problem, and sometimes, like I did then, forget to say, okay, what can we do to fix it, to provide a solution? Men will tend to do the opposite. They'll tend to race to solution before they've gathered all the details. Sam was very good, though. He said, "Sandra, let's just talk for a minute. What are the things that need to be done in the next half hour? Because maybe if we have a list of all of them, I could pitch in with some of them." So they were problem solving already. He was thinking, what can I do that will help? So number 2 is decide to be a problem solver. How can I fix this? Number 3, harness yourself to a project. Harness yourself to a project. That sounds like strange recipe for being a happy, productive person. I learned this actually on a mountaintop in Pakistan, where my husband and I were sitting learning from a Sufi mystic. This mystic was an interesting man because, in addition to being just an extraordinary man of wisdom, he was an engineer. He was dean of the engineering school up in the mountains of Pakistan. He liked to say, cars run best uphill. When I first heard that, I was thinking, what is he talking about? As I thought about it, though, I think it's true. It's not only a matter of physics, it's that people do best when they're aiming for something, when they're trying to do something, when they're hitched or harnessed to a project. Now, unfortunately, if alienation is in your life, you do need to harness yourself to a project of seeing what you can do to unkidnap the children, to bring them back to you. At the same time, the flip is also true. I'll come back to that because it's number 10. For sure, though, make sure you have a project to hitch yourself to. Now, many people with alienation in the family do like Elaine Cobb, which was so wonderful. She said, I'm going to do something about this problem, not only just for me. I'm going to work with and gather together so many other parents. We're going to figure out what's needed to get this problem out in the public, understood, to get the courts to change, to get it so that people who are targeted parents get the help they need. She hitched herself to a project. That's a recipe for dealing with problems not only by looking at solutions, also by making a mission.